Hello, folks. Welcome to Super Sunday. I have to send out these invites. Then we'll be ready to roll. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Soda Pop Reviews. And come on, let's go. It's going slow. Two more links. There's a way now it's showing that you can invite people, but I'm not sure how that works, and I don't want to start pressing stuff and then it gets screwed up. No, mind. Okay, let's see. I'm going to add Buck into system. Okay.
What's happening?
Not too much.
And I tell you what, I had a heck of a time on the old interweb trying to find my product, but I found some literature on it and basically nothing else. You could probably tell it I'm breathing by the name.
And we have Bucks County beverage reviews.
Hello there.
What's up,
Good
Wayne?
morning.
Hi, Jay and Dave.
We got two Louisiana people, myself and David, and Wayne with Bucks County in
Happy
Pennsylvania.
birthday.
I decided about 15 minutes ago to join this. I was thinking I was going to skip it, but
Cool. Hey, I just want to point something out as I'm going through the old liquor cabinet here. I ran across this bottle, same exact bottle and bond, and they changed. Oh, never mind. I'm having a moment. Oh boy, we're live.
are we live already?
Hello, Sean from
We
Ireland.
are live. Thanks,
All
Jay.
right.
It's all right. You had a moment. Everybody saw it. All right. With your Van Halen diver down shirt.
Something on the label that I didn't notice before.
All right. Let me go get my product.
How's it going, Dave?
Good. What is that?
It's something I never heard of before until I found it this week. So
Oh, okay. You ever heard of this one?
I have heard of that one. Yes.
Buckler.
That's
from
the old. That's an imported old OG there.
Yes.
Imported OG from Holland.
I think that's one of the old Guinness non-alcoholics. I could be mistaken.
Heineken.
Yeah, Heineken. What am I saying? I had a moment.
Yeah, and if you go to your website, they don't even. If you go to their website, they've dropped it from their website. So, yeah. Cool. Oh, so you're doing soda pop?
We got crushed strawberry made with real sugar, and we got Wrexham lager. I'm going to put all that in the banners. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're doing soda pop?
Yeah.
Is your liver okay?
I hope so.
Okay. Soda pop.
So this is crushed strawberry, and usually you don't see crush in a glass bottle.
Yeah.
It's usually in a plastic.
Flavors of crush did you find?
Usually they're in a plastic bottle. This is The strawberry made with real sugar.
Okay. How many different flavors of Crush have you found?
With real sugar? 3. Orange, the original. Grape and strawberry, 2 line extensions.
You didn't find a pineapple yet?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see the banners. Let me put this in here. So we've got Crush made with real sugar, Buckler from Heineken, 0%.
Actually, it
And
says
Wex.
0.5.
How you spell that again?
There you go.
Wrexham.
Yep.
Wrexham Lager.
Apparently, it's originally brewed in Wales, but the one I have here was brewed in Illinois.
And what's the ABV on it?
4%.
Illinois. Okay.
Yeah. It was in the foreign beer section at my store, and I was a little bit surprised to see Illinois on there. But
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of a foreign country. I don't know.
Yeah.
Illinois, it can be to most of us.
Yeah. Part of the state, anyway. But this one is brewed by Distill Brewery, Destihl Brewery
Yeah.
in Normal, Illinois.
My offering is within date code, September 2025. It's when it is no longer Best Buy.
When is it?
The Best Buy date, September 2025.
Oh, yeah, you're in good shape.
Yeah. Mine says it contains less than a 0.5% alcohol by volume. I read somewhere on the interweb that it's actually a less than a 0.1%. This has got the Buckler Knight on it. He's charging with Wayne's colors on.
Okay.
Maroon, orange. And this is made and produced by oh, by the way, it's in an Amstel Light bottle. I don't know if y'all noticed that. It's a total Amstel Light bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that Amstel Light is one of Heineken Holland's products they make, and this is also made in Holland.
Yeah, they bought Amstel.
Mm-hmm. And they've been making these beers for quite a while. Come on, Jason. Yeah, we're gonna crack this one open, see what it's all about. I'm expecting this one to be very good,
right.
Not just marginally good, but very good.
Before we start looking at websites, I'm going to do mine real fast because these things, if they get warm, they'll taste like syrup, and they're going to taste like syrup anyway. So it's red with that banned food coloring, red number 40, which is no longer allowed. It smells like strawberry candy, which doesn't really smell like a natural strawberry, but like a strawberry candy. It's made with artificial and natural and artificial flavors and real cane sugar. Taste. Cheers.
Cheers.
Prickly carbonation. You get that strawberry soda pop flavor, which has some relationship to strawberry. The acidity part, the acidic, but the sweet sugary part comes from the cane sugar, and artificial flavoring gives it that candy strawberry flavor. So yeah, body's medium, finishes semi-sweet, mostly sweet. Does this taste better than the ones made with high fructose corn syrup? I would assume so, but on the other hand, I have never tried crushed strawberry made with high fructose corn syrup to my knowledge, so I can't say.
I would just like to make an observation on your assumption that it tastes better or not taste better. I would say that they all taste different.
Yeah. Like
I can detect the difference between corn sweetener, high fructose corn syrup by taste, sugar, NutraSweet, all the rest of them, I could taste what they are and what they taste like as far as aftertaste and sweetness level.
All right, so I think I could tell it apart from the regular crushed strawberry, but
Should be able to.
I haven't done a taste challenge, and I'm not going to do one, so the question will never be answered. So anyway, I'll give you a score later. You know,
For the record, I've never done a taste challenge on sweeteners either. I just get taste.
I got no interest in that. I'll show and I'm going to try to find that website for the beer. Here is
good luck.
No, the one that
oh, okay.
Bucks County Beer Reviews has.
Deputy Wayne, he's got a name.
Yeah, I'm trying to push his channel. Here's crushed strawberry flavored soda made with real sugar. Product highlights: caffeine free. It's recyclable. They also don't tell you that it's certified kosher, and it's 170 calories.
But Jay, I just have a question in regards to recycling this. Isn't everything we consume in a liquid form recyclable?
You would assume. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Don't ask me scientific questions. Okay.
Jim, I'm not a scientist. I'm a doctor.
Right. I'm a beer reviewer. I'm not a. Okay, so there it is. That's all they tell you. It's made by Keurig Dr. Well, it's made for Keurig Dr. Pepper, because if you read the bottle, it's made under their authority, so they have to contract it out to somebody. Okay. Here's the Heineken website. Heineken USA. They don't show Buckler in their brand list.
Because you have to go to the website from Holland to get any information. Any information is just not on the United States website. It's not produced.
But but I did find something. Here's their product rundown. And if you look at their product information and you scroll down.
Lo and behold, there's Buckler right underneath Amstel Light. Go up. It's right there between Dos Equis. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. You can read the ingredients.
Okay, I did.
I mean, say it to the audience.
Water, malted barley, and hops.
Right.
Thank you, Wayne.
Okay, you're welcome.
Scroll up a little bit.
I
I want to do a compare. Stop. Interesting. Amstel Light has less calories and more alcohol. Buckle also has the 20 grams of carbohydrates as opposed to 5. I wonder what they're putting in this stuff. They don't say. 20 grams of carbohydrates. That's a lot. It's a different OG, man.
And Amstel Light uses glucose, which is like corn syrup, and Buckler does not.
What does it use to give us all those carbohydrates?
Water, malted barley, and hops. So it's probably the way it's processed, that it makes it high carbs.
Wait, just from the process produces carbs? Just from the process? That's like nutrition out of thin air.
I know, I'm not a scientist. I'm just making a supposition. I don't know.
Got to be something. Can't be nothing.
Heineken is 16 grams of carbs for their non-alcoholic. Dos Equis Lime and Salt Zero is 18 grams of carbs for their NA. So I don't know, man.
When I had the Beck's, it was 23 grams of carbs.
Whew.
Beck's NA or the Beck's itself?
Beck's NA.
Oh, okay. You know, I do believe that there's a difference between alcohol, carbs, and regular carbohydrates. These are actually usable by the body. The other ones you have to burn off.
Yeah.
Okay, I found the Distill website. Now the question is, are they going to show the beer you have?
I don't know. I Googled Wexham Lager and I got some information there, but not a lot.
It might just be a contract that they have with
That's what
the European company to brew it here.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see. Wrexham, sorry. Wrexham.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There is a website. United Kingdom's oldest lager brewery.
Yep, brewed since 1882.
You
So
got
they
the
weren't-
floor.
They weren't brewing beer before 1882 in Great Britain.
Not lager.
Sure about that?
Only ale. They didn't really drink lager in England until really the 1970s when it started to catch on. Before that, they just basically only drank ale. People that drank lager were considered
I'm
weirdos.
not buying that. You know, just like we get home breweries around here and all these nano brews popping up, I'm pretty sure they probably had people making beer over there since.
But it wasn't. Look, they always had lager, but it wasn't a big thing, and people that drank it were considered odd. Now it's probably more popular than ale. Wayne, you got the floor
I think
for
it's
this
false
website.
information.
Okay. What I got off of it is that this is something that looks like it's come back. It was gone for a while because it's a Wrexham Lager's 4% draught. They call it a draught. Is now available in bottle can, brewed to the original recipe. So I think it may have disappeared for a while, and now it's back, at least in this country.
It's a good
I paid
country.
$11.49 for a 4-pack of it. I can't quite read that tiny writing there. It does say established in 1882. It has 11 IBUs. It gets a 3.40 on Untapped with 3,679 ratings. That's not many ratings. I can read that. In 1882, two German immigrants, Ivan Levenstein and Otto Eisler, set forth to brew lager beer in the UK. Their idea was unlike most of the attempts by other breweries at the time, which was to use new, paler malt, brew it with top fermenting ale, yeast, and store the beer for longer to imitate the keeping properties of traditionally made continental lagers. Okay. There they are.
One of them looks hoppy.
A successful site in Wrexham was chosen, but this method was compromised by the insufficient cooling the ice banks achieved, which led to early runs of Wrexham Lager being subpar compared to the European competition. A chance meeting with a local German-born industrialist, Robert Grasser, solved this issue by implementing Grassler's mechanical refrigeration at the cost of relinquishing a share of the business. Initially, the dark lager sales rose, which gave the fledgling brewers the confidence to brew its first pale lager, and so Wrexham Lager was born.
Wait, there's more of the paragraph. Please go on to 1900.
You want me to read all this?
No,
Okay. I already read too
Well,
much.
no, it's fine, man. Let's get a pretty ship and let's go down and look at the current management.
All right.
That's like too much here. Let's talk more about the beers.
Yeah, let's just try the beer and see if we like it or not, right?
I'm on board. Pretty building.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they're just giving the same story that you hear all the time. It started to fade, then they stopped producing it. And the brewery was demolished and it turned into like a shopping center. And but now it's back and it's probably under some big company's control, but they're trying to make it look family, you know.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
obviously under somebody else's production because you got an American brewed one.
Yep. Or at least they're contract brewing it, you know.
Hey, read all that stuff about his breweries overseas. Why didn't you find the Illinois brewery?
Well, they didn't have it listed. Suitable
Yeah.
for vegetarians and vegans. Well, that's good to know, Wayne.
Yep. I am neither.
Malted barley, hops, water, and yeast. So no adjuncts. All right.
Yep.
Well, enough of the looking at the website. So you
I'm
can
gonna
talk
crack it
about, yeah, crack it open, and then David can talk about
Okay.
the buckler, and you can talk about the Wexler.
All right. This one, just before I open it, was canned on February 3rd, so it's relatively fresh. Shaklook. Brought a big Budweiser glass.
Ah, interesting. I got a couple of those behind me. I don't
Yeah.
know if you can see it right over my head right here.
I see glasses in the cabinet. That's all I can make out.
Ah, and right next to my head, there's one, just like you
Okay.
poured in there.
I see it.
Exactly the same. Okay. Do I have the floor?
You do.
Grand Poobah. All right, guys. We're looking at Buckler. This is produced in Holland by Heineken of that region. If you look real close, you can see this is an Amstel Light bottle. Interesting. I've had this through the years. Different kind of bottle. I noticed that when I picked it up. Also a different label. This is coming in at a 0.5% alcohol, which is considered non-alcoholic. Look around. Apple juice and other products that aren't even listed have alcohol in them. This is coming through. Look at this beautiful specimen of a non-alcoholic brew. Closest thing I could find to put this in was my Stella Artois glass. The smell. Man, I tell you what, just off a smell, if you gave me this, I'd say that's a really great German Pils style. It smells like a really great Pilsner. It's got that biscuit, that sweetness that you get off of those Pilsners coming out of that region. Yeah, it smells really, really good. This smells like a beer, not some of those other things I've been presenting. Cheers. I'm going to go ahead and taste it. It's like a European Pilsner to me. All alcohol hidden. There is that kind of evenness that you get off of this, but it'd be interesting to see what kind of a filler or what kind of process it was going through to give it that kind of heavy to medium mouthfeel. Surprisingly enough, I'm not tasting anything off about this at all. Usually with a non-alcoholic beer, you would get some kind of a off taste because maybe they're using maltodextrin. I don't know. That could be just a United States thing. You know, they always try to poison us. Got to keep the medical machine running. It says brewed and produced by Heineken. Brouw something or other BV in Amsterdam, Holland. This does have a best date on it of September 2025, so it's well within its range. It is a really, really great Pilsner, almost like the Pilsner here, Arkel, excuse me. It tastes a lot like Pilsner Arkel.
And there's also Pilsner Urquell. Okay.
That's what it tastes like. It tastes just like Pilsner Arkel. You don't believe me? We could do it. We could do it.
I believe you.
It's got that nice bitterness to it.
Oh yeah, it's got that little biteness, that little pepper note, that flavor that you get. I mean,
Very nice.
You put this side by side. If you didn't know that there was any alcohol in it, you would say, "Wow, this is pretty good."
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really strange. This one's really fooling me. It's making me believe that it's got like a low percentage alcohol in it, much like Amstel Light would have. If you had an Amstel Light, it's got 3.5. I would say this has got the same amount of alcohol that Amstel Light has in it, but it's hidden. I mean, it's totally hidden. The flavor is really good. It's great. This is going to get an exceptional score for me when I'm finished with it.
All right. Now,
It's even better than the Heineken.
Okay, I already poured it. Of course, it still has good carbonation. A little bit of a head on it, not much. It smells like beer. Nothing unusual. Crackery. Cheers.
cheers.
It's a good solid lager. Crackery, a little bit of bitterness, a little bit dry. Very good, I think. It says a subtly hopped lager with a clean aroma, refreshing and easy to drink. I think that is absolutely correct.
Sounds like a lot of the characteristics that you're getting off of your beer that I'm getting the same off of this one.
Yeah.
So it's a very German-ish type Euro regional taste beer.
This one doesn't have much bitterness. It just has a bready, crackery, very slightly sweet and dry.
I want to point out one other thing. As these things are coming out on the market, they're dropping the label beer, and they're leaving brew on that. Now, I don't know if that has to do with laws, as far as like in some areas, no matter what it is you buy, if they consider it beer, man, you got to pony up with that ID. But this one, as well as a couple other ones that I bought that just say brew on it, they just bring you straight on through the line.
And then there wouldn't be any confusion about having to pay a liquor tax because it's not an alcohol, so they wouldn't have to pay it.
Right. So that's why I wasn't getting around any kind of liquor tax. I was going on about the ID. I don't know where that came from. Go ahead.
Well, that's part of it.
Are people who are underage allowed to buy that? Do you know?
I think so because it's not alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can buy it.
Okay.
If we consider if it says non-alcohol on it,
yeah,
but they could get you with the 0.5, which doesn't. Yeah, like I say, go buy apple juice.
Less than 0.5. All right, now back to Wayne. Any more descriptions of this beer?
No, other than it's really good. It's solid. It's pretty simple and basic, but I do like it.
All right. Now, before we get to scores, I'm going to show what other people say about those products.
Okay.
Beer Advocate is giving it an 81. They're saying it's good, but they've only got 23 check-ins, so you're only looking at a small sample, 23 people. Buckler is on Total Wine and More, and they're showing a score of 88, B plus, with 31 reviewers. 3 months ago, this person says Euro non-alcoholic love. This goes alongside Clawfowler, Bitburger, and Stella Zero as a Euro lager pilsner that captures the bite of the alcoholic version. It is very crushable and doesn't look out of place in social scenes.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, it looks like a regular, like if you didn't know what Buckler was and you pulled this out, somebody would think you're just drinking a regular beer.
And this person says, very drinkable non-alcoholic beer. Buckler non-alcoholic beer is far and away better than any U.S. non-alcoholic beers that I have tried. It comes close to tasting like it is a regular alcohol beer. All right, so it's getting very high scores. I wonder if Total Wine sells Rexler. Let's see, or Wrexham.
I have never seen that beer, so probably not in our area.
They do have it at Pensacola, Florida. And it's the same price as Buckler, $9.99. Oh, but it's a 4-pack. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's almost the same price. I mean, you go ounce per ounce. That's 64 ounces as opposed to 72. So
It
Buckler's 8 more ounces.
gets a 74. and they're saying absolutely disgusting 8 days ago, amazingly bad. But then a month ago, somebody says stellar, 5 out of 5 stars, 1 out of 5. So it's hard to. It's one of those where you gotta taste it for yourself, huh?
Judging by the reviews, I see 1 star, 1 star, 5 star, and 1 star. It's got to be one of those you either love or don't. 2, 5, 4. Yeah.
I'm closer to loving it than hating it. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Man, I tell you one thing about this non-alcoholic beer, this brew, this guy right here, I'm sipping it. That's all you want. It's just
Wesley.
It's got like a real good, flavor going down, and then it just kind of rises a little bit.
All right. Now, as far as scores, crushed orange is great. Now, if you ever taste crushed orange, formerly known as orange crush, that tastes like they put a lot of orange peel in it. And it doesn't say artificial flavor, just say natural flavors. It was very strong on orange peel. Has a lot of good.
Did they change the name because Negro Modelo changed their name from Negro Modelo to Modelo Negro?
That was because of a Hispanic reason where they put the adjective after the noun. Orange Crush was invented in the United States, so I don't know why they did that. I guess they wanted Crush to be the main headline name, and then the flavor took below. But everybody still calls it Orange Crush anyway. That's the best one. That's a solid A. The grape is pretty good. The strawberry's all right. It's good, even. It's good, but I'm not amazed by it. I'll give it a B, 8.3. I bought it. I tried it. It's done. I'm not going back to it, but yeah. 8.3 out of 10. It's doable.
So this is the second Sunday that you've done non-alcoholic.
I know.
This is going down in the world history of 2 Sundays now. Just one.
That'd probably be all it is. Now, what about the score for Buckler? William F. Buckler.
Buckler, made by Heineken in Amsterdam, Holland. Oddly enough, like I said, comes in the different bottle. Anyway, yeah, it's got a full flavored taste, not overly heavy, sweet, very, very reminiscent of beautiful beers from that region. This was going to get an A. It's going to get a solid A. I'm going to give this a 95 so far. So far in this journey I'm on this year, this has been the best one I've tried. I have not had this beer in a long time.
Yeah.
Last time I had it, it was made by the old way they were making, which aren't very too good. The closest one that I would say that comes to this one I've tried so far, there's 2 of them. Actually, there's 3, but we'll just stick to Coors. Coors Edge is right up there. That one does have like a little banana Belgian yeast to it, and then the Heineken Zero is good. I mean, there's a lot of them out there good. It just depends on if you want to go down. Good. Great. If you got no control and you can't do it, well, that's on you too.
It was a long time. It was a long time ago when I tried Buckler, so it probably improved it.
We could do a revisit.
Maybe.
Okay, I think this beer is very nice. It's got a nice light malty sweetness. At 4%, you could drink a whole bunch of them. It's a good summertime brew. And I would give it a 9 out of 10. Any minus? It's good. I would buy it again. It's reasonably priced, I think. I paid $11.49. You saw it for $9.99.
Yeah.
I would buy it again, definitely.
And you bought it at a local store in Pennsylvania?
I did, yes. And I had not seen it before, so I think they just got it in not long ago.
Well, Wayne, can I make an observation here?
Yes.
For Jay to get it for $9.99 and actually purchase it and go home with it, it would probably cost an excess of $100 of gasoline to go pick it up.
I don't recommend driving more than 5 miles to get it.
Yeah,
Really.
I'm not going to go to Pensacola to get it.
It's like 400 miles from his house, so
That's too far. If it shows up in your area, give it a try.
I don't think Pensacola is that far, but it's still, I wouldn't drive 50 miles to get it. So forget 100.
you know what? I will fact check that. I think it's 400 miles from your house, but I will fact check
I'm
that.
going to look on Google Maps right now. Let's see.
Oh, hold. Not just Pensacola itself. The store that you have to buy it from.
Well, you might be able to get a whole bunch of Florida beers there that you can't get anyway. So just add this to your list.
Yeah, if I made a trip to Pensacola, of course, I'm going to stock up.
Yeah. Not going to make that kind of trip for one
No,
4-pack of beer.
224 miles. I knew it wasn't that far. 224.
It's kind of in between what you guys said, right?
To the Total Wine and More.
224 miles.
Man, come on! I know you fit it.
But I do like driving out there because you can drive along the coast on these old roads and see a lot of pretty buildings and everything. It's really nice.
Is it the coast route that you put in, or the interstate route?
Nice areas.
Well, of course, I-10 interstate. Okay.
So you're not going to do that coast. It's the contrary. Wait, here comes the alcohol now. It's coming. It's coming. Can't be.
As far as show and tell, I got this beer that I cannot get in Louisiana, but it was sent to me.
Firestone Walker. What's the name of it? Sting?
Stevo.
Devo.
It's a collaboration with Russian River.
You got it in mail. It was mailed to you.
Yeah, Keller Pilsner. So it's an unfiltered, unpasteurized Pilsner. It's 5.3%. Now, the interesting thing about these two companies is that Firestone Walker and Russian River both make a 5.3% alcohol Pilsner, like a Keller Pils. And they're both in California. And so they took the one from Russian River, which is called STS, and they took the one from Firestone Walker, which is called Pivo.
STS sounds like something I don't want.
It's the airport code for that local airport next to Russian River. So they put STS and Pivo and made it Stevo. They combined the ingredients of the two beers and made a collaboration beer.
Russian River, they make Pliny the Elder, don't they?
Yeah, the greatest IPA.
Yeah.
The
Really?
world's greatest IPA.
You think that's the greatest IPA?
Best I ever tried. So this is what I got.
I've not had the pleasure of trying that one yet.
Isn't it a single hop? I mean, a single.
I don't know that. I'm sure Jay could tell you that.
If he ever comes back.
I would say that Pliny the Elder is much better than this embarrassment.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
I don't know how a company can produce something like this and sleep at night.
Yeah. All right. So I guess this is going to be the rest of the show, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
At least four locals shoot straight. They know it's junk and they laugh about it on their own website. You know, but New Belgium tries to act like it's a serious product, you know, and like you said, Wayne, you did those.
So Jay, is Pliny the Elder a single hop?
I don't think so, but I know it's really good.
Can you look it up and see? I think it is.
Anyway, you got any show and tell?
Yeah, I got some show and tell. Chivas Regal Extra,
Ooh,
aged
nice.
13 years, blended Scotch whiskey. I did
Nice
pick this
bottle.
up at the deal. This is finished in it's blended Scotch whiskey, finished in sherry cask.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had any Scotch whiskey and finished in sherry cask? It's delicious. Uh, this will be appreciated in moderation when I come off of my journey, whenever that may be. Can't wait. Not to be confused with this other 13-year-old, Chivas Regal.
Oh, the Chivas Regal Rye Barrel.
That'd be the one.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but I'm looking at Pliny the Elder's website, and they don't list the ingredients, so I can't tell you what it is.
Rumors had it that it's a single malt.
Huh? Maybe.
Single hop. I'm sorry. Single hop. I was looking at Scotch, and I went straight to
Yeah,
malt.
I know. You're right. Right.
But that's rumor.
Oh, well. It still tastes awesome. All right.
The only thing I have to show is this, which I just picked up. I haven't tried it yet.
That's a good one.
It is a good.
I was very happy with their American Light. I thought that was excellent. So when I saw this, I said, I'm going to get that right away.
Go back. What was that? What was that question about that NA beer? Claus? What is that? Claus? Thaler?
Lost Howler.
That's the original non-alcoholic beer invented in 1979, and they sell it at Trader Joe's.
Oh, well, I'll have to go get it. Do you know if it's at Trader Joe's? Because all you guys tell me about Trader Joe's, and every time I go there, I get inundated by weirdos in my way, and nothing that y'all say is on the shelves is in there.
Well, I'd call them and ask them, but it usually is there. Yes, Iron Maiden Trooper beer is good.
I've had that one. I would say good too.
Yeah, if you can't stop drinking when you start drinking, the best idea is to not start.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Find something else to do.
You can't stop. You can't stop. Don't be like the Beastie Boys. You can and you won't, but you don't stop.
You too, Wesley. Take care and cool it on that drinking. All right. So, Wayne, you tried the American one from Samuel Adams?
Yes, I reviewed that one. I thought that was excellent for a light beer.
I haven't had it.
If you find it, I would try that.
We used to get one called Sam Adams Light years ago, Sam Adams Light. But that went away, and now they brought out this new.
Yeah, I don't think I ever tried that one.
Tell you
it
what,
was pretty good.
the best one I thought that they made through the years, it's been, over 15 years since we had. I used to get it on tap. Was Noble Hop. Man, that was great.
Noble Pills?
Yeah, Noble Pills.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome. It was so hoppy. You know, you drink it, it's just like had those European hops, and just you get hit with that grass note right in your face. It's delicious.
And another good one they used to make was called Samuel Adams Boston Ale. Boston Ale.
It was too heavy.
Nah. It wasn't too popular, obviously, because it's been off the market for a long time.
It's been off
Had
the
a
market.
bulldog on it. Well, folks, we're going to get off this. Wayne, if you're doing your 3:00 Eastern, any product hangout today?
Yes, I'm going to do it. Drew's in Winnipeg. He may or may not join, but I'm going to try this one on my live later at 3:00.
I'm thinking about joining, but they're having a big college basketball game on right at that time with the women, LSU women. So
I'll be at the Irish Italian Parade celebration in Gretna, Louisiana.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Celebrating all of my heritages wrapped into one. Funny how
Okay.
both of y'all looked out the window at the same time.
I would be doing stuff. I was looking at my thermometer. We've had crazy weather here this week.
Okay.
Yesterday was 84 degrees, and today it's like 44 degrees. Like
Oh,
going up and down.
I think we're gonna getting up to 80 today, and yeah, it is the Eddie Van Halen Franken guitar T-shirt. Keen observation.
I think they could have had the parade yesterday in New Orleans, but they canceled it because of this big storm that was supposed to come, and then all it did was rain a little bit.
Time out. 2 days ago, the Weather Channel predicted that thing was going to skirt on by us, and guess what it did? Skirted on by. So shame on them for canceling everything.
Barely rained. It barely rained. It was just a little rain shower, and that was late in the evening.
That was nothing. We got rain at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That was it. But they decided to cancel the celebration.
Oh, they go so overboard with weather these days.
Horrible.
All right.
That's the second time they've done that this season.
That's terrible. Well, guys, thanks for joining. Folks, thanks for watching.
You're welcome.
Remember, drinking alcohol is not for everybody. Some people just cannot do it, and it doesn't work out. It works out real bad for some people.
Yeah.
If you can't, and you still like to taste the beer, try one of these.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
If you do like beer, try one of these.
I would try Wrexham, and I have a feeling it'll show up in Louisiana.
Some people can even go light beer and have problems with it. So,
oh yeah, because they'll drink 30.
yeah, I know. They brag about their Bud Light. I could drink a whole case of that. Yeah, I bet you can.
Actually, I know a guy who he drinks 30 light beers on a day off of work, and I said to him, I don't even drink 30 beers in a week.
He drinks 30 beers a day. Does he look like Santa Claus?
No, but he.
Oh, like yeast, man! You got to be kidding me.
I told him, I said, I don't even drink 30 beers in a week. He's like, well, I do what I feel like doing. I said, hey, I'm not telling you what to do. You could drink 50 if you want. I'm just saying.
You know what? There's got to be a reason why you use that comment towards you.
No, I'm saying that's just an example. You said some people can't even handle light beer. And to me, drinking 30 in a day is not handling it too well. I don't think. But, hey, he ain't in the hospital. He's at work every day. So
Get a better look at the Franken shirt.
he can do what he wants. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I called it your diver down shirt earlier. Well, thanks, folks. Bye-bye.
Not diver down. Diver down is 51.
See you next time.